Commencing introduction. The Rapist movement and emergency broadcast a call to action to save lives by evacuating rapists from mixed-sex schools and therefore stop sexual violence. Rapists in first world countries have an average life expectancy of 25 years of age before rapists are forcibly compelled to commit suicide to protect the public for forced to commit rape. This is an issue affecting 365 million males globally per generation, which is being censored by the media in discrimination against rapists. Since the popularisation of mixed-sex schooling in 1945, according to government figures, over 1 billion males have committed suicide between 1945 and 2012. As far rapists recognize, as canon 100 billion hominids have lived historically, and 27 billion rapists have committed suicide historically to stop rape, despite the realities women continue to wear pro-rape attire. In case you are not aware, rapists are born allergic to the female body, suffering a redacted medical condition called in ancient times as an abomination, yet would be known medically as victimomorphoallergies. This medical condition is historical to both Abrahamic religions and vampiric religions, as rapists were born with victimomorphoallergies, as the genetic population descended from where male men had sexual activity with lesbians. Lesbians are rapists' ancestral mothers. And secondly, due to the actions of the Watchers 164,000 years before Common Era, rapists have a second genetic medical condition. This medical condition is redacted by world governments and deemed terrorism for rapists to declare publicly, due to it being produced from genetic contamination by extraterrestrials called the Watchers, which came from heaven and sexually defiled rapists' ancestors. Here is a question you may wonder: why is rape women's fault, according to rapists? Because firstly, women violate contract law, which deems in contract law women at fault, and two, because women have caused systemic inabilities for rapists to improve their state from one of rape. Billions of women globally wear pro-rape attire, which Islamists call immodest apparel. This is particularly an issue for rapists, which are being forcibly compelled to commit suicide or rape because of women. If women in a society historically dressed modestly and wore anti-rape attire, a rapist's lifespan was over 50 years longer at minimum. How would you like to have someone shorten your lifespan by over 50 years and force you to kill yourself and deprive you of every route of survival other to use sadism to survive? For rapists, if women dressed in anti-rape apparel, rapists didn't have to rape to survive if women dressed in anti-rape attire. And sadly, due to mixed-sex schools, that's now a debatable of if such is still valid. For those unaware, Rapist is a civil rights movement founded in 660 Common Era in the Covens to end rape. The Rapist movement is defined as the movement for the healing of groups through the bonds of rape in neuroplasticity akin to Hashmi 2, healing through shared trauma and inclusive only to sons of mankind, have female half known as daughters of mankind, which run the florist civil right movement. The sons of mankind, if ye are of daughter of mankind, then ye are welcome, else go to the florist movement of rapist sisters. However, the term has since 1945 become used globally as part of smear campaign popularized by feminazis and the company BlackRock through the media, which falsely define rapist as a person which rapes another in libel. To entities interested in scientific inquiry as to how lack of trademark has progressed over time, as governments have been infiltrated by the feminazis, the female half of this Nazi party, for evidence, consult a Google engram of the words rapist and raper. Raper is the word which in the invention of the English language was coined to refer to people that raped others, whereas rapist is coined in 660 Common Era, when trademarks didn't exist, and has etymology from the word rape, as the belief in rape as a problem. Rapist is a redacted movement which believes, similar to Hashmi 2, in healing through shared trauma. More specifically, healing through the bonds of rape in neuroplasticity. This is why therapists are called therapists, because they were originally the rapists, the being prefix and rapist being suffix in therapist.